Hey YouTube, it's Cole, back to do a review on my Rodeo Black STP boxer briefs. Quite a mouthful. So, Rodeo is a company that sells gear for F to M guys that help with the lower dysphoria, mostly in the form of underwear that assists with packing. So, if anyone is uncomfortable discussing my underwear choice and why I choose it and why I use it, and maybe the things that go in it, then this might be a good time for you guys to go. Because just go. If not, and you're comfortable with this, or you at least, I promise this is not going to be, it's going to be educational, is what it's going to be. So, if you're new to packing, if you're new to just learning about trans folks, if you're one of my friends and you're super supportive and you're curious as to what this is, then stick around. We're going to discuss it. So, Rodeo is a company who was most famous for starting a line of harnesses, obviously used for sexy time, built into underwear. So they use an O-ring and they just sew it right into like boxers, or they actually have a lot of options. Boxers, briefs, panties. Like, I'm amazed at how big the line has actually gotten. I've never purchased one of those. I always fought with like the ones with the buckles, which I don't know why I did. So I can see something coming in my future for a new purchase. But to help me on a more day-to-day basis, I wanted a pair of underwear. I've done packing in a lot of old school ways. So one of the ways that when I was first starting out, you never really want to have your packer next to your skin because, they're made of silicone, but sometimes they're really oily or greasy and people get rashes and all kinds of things when your packer just sits against your skin all day. You sweat, it gets gross. You don't really want it there. So some of the things that 15 years ago when I was packing, you put it in a sock and then you take a pin and you pin it to your underwear so that it stays there. But, it even moves in the sock and hangs around a bit and sometimes goes sideways instead of front. So, it can look funny in your pants. So I went out here and actually purchased a pair of underwear that I'm really excited about. So they have packing boxers that have just a pouch sewn into it, so you can just put your packer in there and wear it all day. Won't touch your skin. That's a wonderful thing. What I purchased actually is, because there's different kinds of packers. There's your Mr. Limpy, who's just this little elastomer packer. It's the cheapest on the market. It's $12. They're good. Don't get me wrong. My first packer was a Mr. Limpy. I'm not sure he was called that then though. Maybe. Anyways, I had one of him, and one of my big things with dysphoria is using a restroom. I still look very feminine. I mean, especially in the... Well, I don't look feminine. So this is my problem. I have problems using restrooms in public. It's hard for me. I walk into a woman's room, people tell me I'm in the wrong restroom. I'm not comfortable yet walking into a men's room because I didn't have my underwear, I didn't have my STP, I didn't have my binder, which are all things that I have now because I outgrew my binder, and then I never purchased a nice STP. We used to make them a lot in the early days of trans community. Medicine spoons were the first thing that we used, and God, those were messy and rough. So I actually have purchased myself a second generation second generation sleek 5-inch 4-in-1 that is coming from freetom prosthetics, and these underwear are actually designed to work with a second generation STP. So that's why I purchased them, because they're designed to work with them. So enough about that. These are the underwear. So I'm actually gonna turn you guys around so you can see them. So these are, do you see that Rodeo collection? They're just standard, just black boxers. So nothing too crazy. It's how they look, right? Which is great. Now, we're going to discuss the inside part of them, because that's really why I bought them. So there's two parts to this. There is this part here, and then this part here. So what happens is you take your STP and you put it obviously through here, and then it will go in this part. So the head and shaft go through here, and they go towards the front, and then it goes in that other little pocket. And then the rest of this pocket is actually pretty stretchy, so you put the balls in here, and the cup, because the prosthetic has a funnel, so the front of it is going to go up here, and the bottom part is going to go down here. So the reason I bought the STP is because someday I want to be able to pass, and I didn't buy a painted STP. Freetoms come painted, unpainted. You can match them to your skin tone. I mean, kind of crazy things. I bought mine in the Christmas sale. It starts at $167. I paid $100 with shipping. I paid $114. It should be here sometime the beginning of next week. And when it comes, I will do a review on that, but I want you all to know, if you don't want to watch it, I completely understand. I'm not actually, it's going to be more like an unboxing review than an actual use review, because I wouldn't have used it yet. So this was my review on my Rodeos. They're really nice. They're really comfortable. They're a longer leg. Material feels great. Fits well. So that's about it. And I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for joining me here in Cole's Corner, and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Monday I get to do my second shot, so week 1 shot will be, or week 1 of being on TV video will happen. So, alright, I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.